this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got to reel them out. Of course, they don't give me the ball, but reel them out eventually. Conservative, get aggressive.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
What the fuck off
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his
block,
left.
Bruh.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Why did I not throw that? Why did I not throw that out? Come on, stay locked in, bro.
Be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Stay locked in.
The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball.
New number.
How do we keep this guy
Who the
hemmed
fuck?
in?
Oh.
How do we tackle him to get it done that early? That's going to feel great for them.
So trouble already here on their
like,
opening
this don't like no
drive. This is
bitch.
3rd and 9.
Ain't no bitch texting you talking about, yo! What the fuck?
Caught by Andrews. And he's going to get stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Yeah. We gotta take it to a different level. We're gonna take it to a different level. We're gonna start running the clock in all quarters, especially when we come against the Eagles. I get it.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. Jackson now. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 15 yards there for number 15.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
But most of the time, but for real,
less than a minute to go here.
I'll be failing for real because I don't be locked in. If I'm locked in, like, I'm a problem for real.
Henry out of the pistol. And he tries to power. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a 2nd guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
I know what they're trying to do. Ooh. They don't want me to have it.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. He's got room to roam, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Inside handoff here to Ricard. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Timberland too now. Can't forget about Timberland, boy. Timberland breathing on that whole motherfucking track.
They take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
I don't waste the whole 1st quarter on me. Me.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Our defense, we gotta come out here and defense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No mercy.
Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. Escapes the defender. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
second down. Here's Barkley again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll go to Barkley again. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Two yards to go, second down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Women, go on and just. You said go on and just. Women, go on and just.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon
Real
Barkley,
cool.
40 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kicks away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It will be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They begin with Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's 3rd and 9. Jackson. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Now Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Now a 2nd and 2. To throw again is Jackson. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11th. Throwing is Jackson. Okay. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
Come on, defense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Taken down at the 42.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
No, bro. One of y'all gotta come on. Fuck.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Hurts.
Wide open, bro. You serious? Why is he wide the fuck open?
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick 1st down.
Inside handoff, Henry. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. A give to Henry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jackson on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here we go, first and goal.
They'll not let me score.
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's first and 10. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. Dotson, he's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's first down.
No way. Dotson.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. Second and 10. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football.
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? Huh? That's not what you're supposed to do, sir. You gonna quit on me now? Huh?
They're in position.
What's wrong with you, boy? You don't do that. You don't do that with your QB. You're nervous. You're nervous.
To force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from
that's game, baby.
Offense's perspective, taking care of the ball so important.
I know you feel some type of way. What are you trying to do? Exactly what are you trying to do now?
Take the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hold on, let me make sure. Because I know how Madden be. Conservative. We all see it. Don't quit on me now. Don't quit on me now.
Operating from the 27 now.
Good job, defense. I don't know what he thought.
He's going to get it
again.
Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts
3rd and 1.
With 40 seconds
What do you think I'm gonna do?
Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right.
Trying to bait me in now. You're not going to bait me in. I don't care about none of that.
And they'll let their fullback try and
I
push
don't care about none of that. That's all I care about right there.
First down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. It's a
all I
gain
care
of 3
about,
there,
boy.
and that should be just about all she wrote.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage, make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
I want to play an ancient ball today. Yeah, I got time today. I'm locked.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I ain't gonna even make no fool out of it, because I'll be only making a fool out of myself.
Inside, but nothing there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL?
Dang, baby.
Miracle in the Meadowlands.
Try it
All
now.
they do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free.
Bye-bye.
He picks it up and wins the game.
Bye-bye.
1978. I think it was in November.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone
pressure.
Stronger,
Nothing but that pressure.
over, right? The way that
I love it.
The way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time.
Y'all